Ma? Ma? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John from the Jersey Shore. I just got done watching 2019's Ma, and I'm here to tell you about it. Ma, starring Octavia Spencer, Diana Silvers, and Juliette Lewis. It was written by Scotty Landis and directed by Tate Taylor. The movie starts off with a van full of teenagers trying to get someone to buy them booze at the local liquor store. They're high school kids, they're not old enough to buy it, so they're out there trying to get somebody to go in and get it for them. They're out there, they got a list, they got cash, they're just waiting for the right person to go do the job for them. After several unsuccessful attempts, they managed to convince Maggie, the new girl, to go out there and give it a shot. While Maggie's out there trying her luck, she happens to see a woman walking towards her. She's walking her dog, she's got a pair of scrubs on, and she goes up to her and asks her if she'd be willing to go into the store and get the booze for him. Initially, the lady declines the offer and says she's not interested. However, she then spots that the girl is with a van full of teenagers and says that she used to do this all the time. She takes the money, asks them to watch her dog, and she goes inside of the liquor store. She comes back out, she gives them their booze, then she knocks on the window, scares everybody in the van, gives them their change, takes her dog, and she goes about her business. Eventually, these kids wind up back at this woman's house. She says it's too cold to be outside. I have more than enough room in my basement, and you guys are more than welcome to come over and party down there. As long as you don't go up inside of the house, you have free run of the basement. Do as you please. Of course, these kids take her up on that offer. When I was a teenager, I absolutely would have done that. A serial killer could have invited me over and let me drink in their basement, and I probably would have went. Unfortunately for these teenagers, the woman who was allowing them to use her basement was bullied as a teenager by their parents. So now that Ma has let these kids come in and party in her basement, for the first time in her life, she's kind of getting a sense of what it's like to be hanging out with the cool kids, to party, to have some popularity. Everybody likes her. But these kids don't know any of that. This woman is actually just a little bit kooky, and all she's thinking about is extracting revenge for what happened to her when she was a teenager. She's hanging out with the cool kids now, but years ago, the cool kids absolutely scarred her for life. All right, that's that. I'm not going to say anything else about this movie. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. When you boil this all down, this is just a really well-written revenge movie. This movie is actually really well acted as well, very well cast, very well acted. Diana Silver's portrayal of Maggie was fantastic. She was really the star of the movie. The movie is based around Ma and Octavia Spencer. There's a reason that that woman wins awards. She's fantastic, and she did a fantastic job at playing Ma. There were scenes they would show her at work where she was just obviously not, she was physically there, but she wasn't mentally there. She was off somewhere else plotting her revenge on these teenagers and their parents. They show her a few times at work when she's supposed to be handling something and she's just staring off into nowhere. When her miserable boss yanks her back into reality. This was a good movie, man. I just thought that this was great. If I had to really reach and stretch to figure something out or try and get real nitpicky about something I didn't think was very realistic, it would have to be the beginning of the movie when the kids are standing out front of the liquor store trying to get somebody or get a stranger to buy them booze. Of course it happens. I used to do it too. We all used to do it. But these kids were literally a van full of teenagers sitting right in front of the front door of a liquor store, one of them standing in front of the van, money in their hand, list in their hand, asking strangers to buy them booze as the doors opening and closing right in front of the guy standing at the counter of the liquor store. That's pretty unrealistic. Typically, back in my day, we used to stand on the side of the building so we didn't get seen. I'm very well aware that that's a stretch, and that's being real nitpicky trying to find something wrong with this movie. Other than that, I thought that this movie was great. I'm pretty positive that Octavia Spencer won an Academy Award a couple of years ago, and this movie is a very clear indication as to why she was able to do that. This was a very simple role, but she was very convincing in that role. She's outstanding. The way that she reacted to things was great. Her manipulation in this movie was very convincing. She was cool, man. She was scary. mm. Mm. She was a nurse in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and her portrayal of that nurse being scared to death as well as being killed was extremely convincing. She's just a really good actress. And Ma was just another great example of that. All right, so I would highly recommend Ma. You can either go out and buy it on Blu-ray now, or you can go rent it from Redbox, I'm sure. And for those of you out there who haven't seen it, I'll put the link to the trailer in the comment section below. All right, that's going to do it for me. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really liked the video, subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to go on this journey with me. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, have a kick-ass day, and thank you for watching.